Here we are then, first session of the year, down in the forest on the farm, after the grey squirrels. We actually got 3 this session, but I forgot to press record on the first 2. So this is the 3rd of this particular day. He's got 2 dead on the floor in front of him. So he was a bit skittish. It took a while to come up on the feeder, and even when he got there he was still a bit nervy. So we're waiting for him now to get settled. Wait for him to take a nut. See, he's watching those dead ones on the floor. Wait for him to settle. Back up. I would have actually pulled the trigger here. I had the safety on. So after a quick check, safety off, job done. Find him on the floor. There he is. Not much kicking, stone dead. There's one there, and there's another one behind that tree. So it's just the 3 for that session. Not a bad start to the year. Moving on then to the most recent session. You see there, BSA Ultra CLX in 177. Topped off with a PAR DS35. Not as cold this session, but still, I think it was about 2 degrees. First one spotted in the morning. I was waiting about an hour before I saw this one. This was about 8 AM. He took his sweet time coming to the feeder. I'd rather wait for him to come on the feeder first. They're a bit more predictable. He took absolutely ages. I thought there was another squirrel that had spooked him, but don't know what it was. Could have been me. Anyway, eventually he came on the feeder. Just tracking him now, seeing which way he's going to come up. Load of songbirds around, jays, woodpeckers. It's nice to see. There he is. We found him. We found him. There he is. Up now, wait for him to take a couple of nuts. Getting in his feeding pattern. Line up. This time. Safety off. Job done. Not much kicking from this one. There he is. No kicking at all. This one came absolutely flying in while I was drinking a cup of coffee. Didn't get a chance to press record any sooner than I did. So wait for him now. Have a few nuts off the top. He's just seen his mate on the floor, hasn't he? Wait for him to settle down. Now, this one, you'll see what happens here. He takes a nut. We line up on him. Make sure he's not going to go down for another one. Take the shot. Now, what happened, he actually ran off. And I thought that was the end of it, but you'll see in a minute it wasn't. Same with this one, he come flying in. Wait for him, wait for him. Nice and settled. It looked like there he ran off up the tree. And I'm looking for him. And then 30 seconds later I find him. You can just about make his tail out. Right there. So he's gone. And that was about 20 to 30 seconds after the shot. There was a tree to the left of that, about 6 foot away. I found the previous one. When I went to go and collect him, I took the rifle up with me to make sure they were actually dead. I didn't film it because I'm more concerned make sure they were dead first, and they both were. So we're up to 3 now for the session. Watch this one come in now. Haven't mentioned it yet, but just in case anyone is curious, we are firing polymag shorts, and they're in 177. Great little pellets in my opinion. Rather pricey, but they do the job. So what felt like forever waiting him to get closer to the feeder, he eventually does. I think he spotted the dead ones on the floor. He's a bit, his tail going there, he's a bit agitated. So he does eventually come to the tree. I think seeing the dead ones on the floor a bit too much for him maybe. Doesn't actually commit to the feeder. There are a few moments here where in hindsight I probably could have taken a shot, but they are very unpredictable and they move so quickly. There's a couple of points here where I probably could have got a shot off, but hindsight is a wonderful thing. Anyway. Trying to find him now. I'm looking over the scope. See him come down. And he runs off. Lives another day. This one came in about 15 minutes after. I'm not sure if it's the same squirrel or not, but he doesn't seem bothered by the dead ones on the floor. Wait for him to commit. Line up, off we go. For a second I thought he was going to stay there, but he does drop. Bit of a roll. He's gone. So this one, he took a while to commit to the tree. We're going to go on top now and have a feed. He sat with his back to me for a while, and then you'll see in a minute, just where his arm is, a robin comes in and sits right next to him on the top of the feeder. Right now. Now I wanted this robin to clear off. I didn't want to shoot the robin, I want to shoot the squirrel. At this point I thought he's never going to go, the squirrel's going to disappear. Robin eventually does drop off. Safety off. We take this one down. There we go. He took longer to finish that first nut than I thought he would. The second one was pretty quick. He's on to the third, so we take him down. Looking from here, I actually didn't realise he was hanging on the side of the feeder. Eventually does fall, and he does kick. Excuse me. I thought here that it wasn't perhaps a clean shot, but his head is dead. And it's them back legs taking him. And he kicks and kicks. Till eventually he's gone. Decide after that just to go and have a tidy up for those three. The two previous ones I did go and get them when I went to make sure they were actually dead. I didn't film it because I took the rifle with me, but these three right in front of the feeder, you can see between the eye and the ear. And then this big lad, same place. Job done. Total of 5 for the day. Quite happy with that. Only managed to get out twice this year, so that's only 8 for the year due to weather and other commitments. Pretty happy with that. You can see how much mess they make when you do get them in the head. There's our hide, 20 yards back. A couple of holes here, they weren't there a few days before, so someone up there digging them up. Haven't seen any rabbits or rats, but they look pretty fresh after hanging around for a bit. Only visitor we had was this robin. Nice to see. There we go then, 5 for the day. Job done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.